with more calls for it, and it's been a great platform for us for sharing
learning materials. And of course, this is a program that we want to continually improve. And our deliverables were a FEAST PD, and you'll meet the TAs, the teacher authors today, who will be presenting to you in their small breakouts. And then this crazy number, it is thousands. It is 21,000 books and toolkits for students in grades 3 to 8 across Hawaii and Guam. So we even had Guam teachers join us, which was really fun to work with teachers from a completely opposite end of the ocean. And then we also really wanted to make sure, and you will see as you meet with our teacher authors, how this distance learning book is also very accessible to families. We have a family guide that goes with it, and these activities and lessons are family ohana oriented. Students can do them with help from siblings, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, uncle, auntie. And then after we learn more about it, we are very excited to put on a PDE3 course in the next spring that will be open to everyone, learning from what we have done. So what's a FEAST Toolkit? So you'll have these books and you'll learn more about them soon. And then after this, Dr. Laurie will go a little deeper into what does it mean to be essential, desirable, and optional. But there's agriculture science in our books, and they are organized in the 4 themes of the school garden curriculum map. So those of you who may be familiar with the Hawaii school garden curriculum map of our 4 themes of cultivating a strong sense of place. So all the activities are place-based. You will see that you see words like Hawaiian and Chamorro. Chamorro is Guam. Pictures are all here. No squirrels and oak trees, I promise. No squirrels and oak trees, very, very place-based. Really focusing on living soils and living plants. Those of you who will be in the breakouts, you will get a chance to see how these lessons focus on this. Nourishment for the 6-8 book. We didn't pull out nourishment on its own lesson, but you will see that there are recipes and nourishment woven into almost every lesson. So we did something slightly different for the middle school students. And then again, ideas of getting the children to think about nature's designs and systems thinking. And then Dr. Laurie will also talk a little bit more about how this book uses more of the cross-cutting concepts. Those of you who are familiar with the next generation 3-dimensional way of learning, we thought the cross-cutting concepts will be an easier dimension for families to be able to use, compared to those of you who are familiar with NGSS, the performance indicators, blah, blah, blah. So we decided to focus on that. And before I stop, this is what's in the kit. There's some things missing, but wait. The labels are not in here. So in this free kit, there will be color pencils. The 3rd through 5th graders will get some kind of bean, and the 6th to 8th graders, you get some kind of green. And we have different experiments with the beans and the greens. There will be magnifying lens, measuring tape, and the really exciting, this thermometer is super exciting because they do need to measure temperature change, especially in the compost, and a little pipette where they can either water their very, very young seedlings or sometimes even move small seeds around. And also, we don't have it, we have some labels so that students can keep track of their experiments. There are some experiments, as you can imagine, that will take several weeks for you to grow plants. So we want to help our students be able to keep track. So these are the materials in the kit, and I will stop right now and pass the time on to Laurie.
Thank you, Ming Wei. See if I can, let's see. Okay.
While we're waiting, there's a quick question about preschool. Can they still use the kits for their class?
Yeah, right now we are targeting students grades 3 to 8 because we were very, very picky about the Lexile level. Those of you are teachers, you know what I mean. So we really wanted to make sure these were written at the correct Lexile level. So we are prioritizing those grades. However, if there's extra left over, you know, you can still go ahead. I will show you at the end when we reconvene after our breakouts. We would like everybody to sign up for these toolkits. You'll get them in bundles of 25. So even if you're a preschool, go ahead and sign up. You may not be prioritized, but I can see how you would be doing it with a parent, right? The main thing would be the parent will be doing it with you. So that'll be pretty interesting. Thank you.
And even if the requests exceed the number of kits, you will be able to download the workbooks from the website, so you could use the materials that way. Thank you, Ming. So I just wanted to talk very briefly about some of the things that went into the design of the FEAST lessons. We really tried to focus on making these usable for students who would be at home and maybe wouldn't have the most direct contact with the teacher, because as Ming said, we have students who have limited internet access and maybe they don't have Zoom classes with their teacher. So we really looked at what was in the lessons to put the most essential things in the lesson and make it accessible to every child. So essential, desirable, optional is talking about prioritizing the most essential parts of the lesson and making sure that they're accessible to every child. And things that are maybe not as important could be things that use technology, say a video clip or something that is not, universally accessible, but really the focus is on access for students who do not have the best internet. We also looked at ways to replace the interactions that students wouldn't be getting if they're not in a classroom with their teacher and their peers. So we used this model of interactions to look at how we could replace interactions between students and each other and students and the teacher with other types of interactions, like with the content itself. So that was another part. Noticing, sense making, and modeling was something that Ming brought up, and that is a way of thinking about the cross-cutting concepts. For those of you who are familiar with the next generation science standards, you probably know that there are 7 cross-cutting concepts, but we can group them into 3 groups, which makes them a little bit easier to remember. We have noticing, which is about the patterns that students see in phenomena, and that includes scale, proportion, and quantity, and stability and change. We have sense making, which is how students make sense of what causes something to happen. And so in there we have cause and effect, things like energy and matter and structure and function. And lastly, we have modeling. As Ming mentioned, there is a focus on systems and students being able to understand what's happening in a system and representing it in a model in the lessons. And the 4th thing is the curriculum map, which I believe Wendy put the link in the chat to where you can look at that online. So we have that as a source of scope and sequence for the grades 3 through 8 students. And so using those 4 themes, we were able to identify content that was appropriate for the students and the learning outcomes. I don't want to take too much of the time that the teacher authors will have to spend with you. If you're more interested in the cross-cutting concepts, there is a URL in the middle of the page. You could watch a video that explains them in a little bit more detail, but I don't want to take time away from the teacher authors to do this right now. But the big idea here is that cross-cutting concepts really are a set of tools for thinking about how to approach science. How do we figure out science? And so that is, part of the focus of this.
I love it that there's the phenomena first. I think that can't be underestimated, that there's, you really are beginning with the phenomena and having the kids do the observations of the actual items.
Yeah, definitely. Every lesson focuses on phenomena, and that is a big push with the NGSS too, is to get students involved in explaining phenomena, not just learning science just to learn science. We can also think about the cross-cutting concepts as a sequence for doing science. We start with noticing. We often talk about kilo and really, deeply thinking about and looking at what's happening around us. Then we want to figure out why it happens. We use sense making, and then we want to show how it happens with modeling. So that is the end of my slides. And feel free to contact the project if you have any additional questions or would like additional information. But I want everyone to have time to hear from the teachers.
Awesome. We're doing great with time so far. Deb, are we ready to move into breakout rooms, do you feel?
Yep. So I have 4 rooms set up, 2 for grades 3 to 5, 2 for grades 6 to 8. I have most of you assigned if you filled out the sign-in sheet and put which grade band you'd like to be in. So I'll go ahead and open those. And if you stay in this room, then you can just let me know which one you'd like to join. And the room names actually, I don't know if you can see all the room names, but they also reflect. Uh-oh. Okay, I've got a problem. No, I don't. We're good. We're good. Did you get your invitation? Sorry.
Debbie, how long will we roughly, what time will we all come back together?
Right. I
About
think
4:45, yeah?
yeah. So you'll have 25 minutes, but
Yes.
there's lots of time for questions. So let's be back at
Yay.
4:45. Thanks for that.
Wonderful. Wait, I didn't get an invite. I'm not invited to go anywhere.
Well, because I haven't done it yet. Oh, I messed up. I forgot to actually add you. That would have been smart. I forgot to put the authors in their rooms. That's
Well, I see some people popped out of the room.
okay. I'm
who
doing it. I'm doing
21 to
it.
16.
Got you. Leandra, got you, and Lauren. Sorry about that. Okay, should have yours. Okay, who's left? Carrie. You can also put it in the chat. Sorry, I was like, oops, someone said, oh, invite me to, okay, perfect, Carrie. I'll put you in.
Thank you.
Okay, hold on, sorry. Everything's freezing up. Anybody else drop anything in the chat?
Yep.
Or Lacey, would you rather go to composting or weather? Or do you have a preference?
There's 2 that are both for middle school.
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Composting.
Great. There you go. This is so fun. Move you guys now.
Stacy says that she'd like to go to the 3-5 group.
Okay. I put you in the moon lesson. Hope that's okay. Heather, 3-5. We'll go to the what plants grow well. Leanne says she accidentally hit the join later button. Uh-oh. Now what do I do? Where are you, Leanne?
It said send me to 6 to 8, and then I accidentally clicked the wrong button instead of joining the.
Maybe just re-invite her.
Yeah, well, I'm going to move you to weather. I don't know how to move you back into the same room. I think it should be good because you'll hear from Jamie. It's awesome. Okay.
Thank you.
Try that. Marcia says, where's Marcia? You're only doing high school. Might be good to go to 6-8. There's a compost one. Would you like to go there with Ming Wei? Okay.
I have high school too, Marcia. I think it works. You can definitely make it go for older.
Yeah, I can always add to it. Ilana, did you want to join a room? And Ilana, John, and Taylor. Oh, Lori, where would you like to go?
Where do you need to send me?
You're fine if you just want to chillax. You're okay right here too.
It's been quite the day.
Yeah, don't worry
Marcia,
about
did
it.
you get the
Just sit
invite?
here. You're fine.
I'm
Marcia's
sure
not
they're all in good hands. We have lots of smart people taking care of all the things.
Marcia, did you get an invitation to join a breakout group?
It looks like
Oh, she might be frozen.
frozen, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I think she got dropped out.
Okay.
Okay, what about John and Ilana? I guess you guys are here to be supportive. Stay here. Okay.
How about Taylor?
I
posted something about it earlier, but yeah, 3 to 5 would be best. I work with a lot of grades, but mostly with the younger ones.
Oh, thanks. So sorry I missed that.
Yeah, me too. I just caught it right when I was scrolling back up.
Great. I just sent you an invite, Taylor. Thank you.
Marsha's back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Marcia might want to look at the 6-8 book. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Good job, Deb.
That was
Moving
weird because it was
everything around.
Marcia, Taylor, and then Taylor. It just, I don't know.
Are they getting there?
So. Huh. Yeah, so Mingwei's has the fewest. She only has 2. So if anyone wants to go, should I go check it? I don't understand why you can't see the breakout rooms, Wendy.
I don't see breakout rooms either. It's not available to me at all.
Well, no,
guess-
Laura, you wouldn't, because I guess what I've been making people co-host and they've been able to do the breakout room. So now I'm wondering what happened different on this Zoom.
So Taylor's still here and Marsha's still here.
Oh, Marcia, do you see the invite? No? I can try again.
No, I already answered to it.
And
It said, I thought I was in it. Aren't I in the?
You're still in the main room.
Ooh, I hope it's not glitching because it seems like it makes her freeze up when she moves.
Maybe.
I don't know, is she frozen?
Yeah, she's frozen again.
Ah, how weird.
And what about you, Taylor? Have you not been invited yet?
Huh. Interesting.
No word from Taylor.
Okay, wait, let's see what it say about Marcia. Good, Marcia made it. Okay, so she's with me.
Yay.
Then. So now Ming
Good.
has 3.
Good. Oh, and Taylor popped out. Looks like he left, maybe. And
Yeah.
so we have John. John, where would you like to go? Did I miss him?
Well, this is teacher author John.
He's
no?
good with anything. John's good with anything. Should we put him in compost with Mingwei?
Sure.
Sure.
Why? The power of the breakout room button, assign.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish you could taste these scones. They come out good.
Pear fruit, egg fruit.
Big fruit.
Cool.
Weird stuff. They made smoothies with it yesterday, but I'm trying to figure out like a value added product that can be preserved, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Can you ferment this stuff? Can you? I just froze a bunch of it and they're going to try to figure out.
We'll dry it.
Dehydrate.
Do you know how though? I think you need a commercial dryer and I don't have one because I tried with mine and it didn't work. It was really gross.
Chewy.
Maybe
You know what?
maybe make a paste and then put it in an oven and then run it through a coffee grinder. Because I know people who take it as a supplement actually.
Exactly. I wanted to make the powder for supplement. Exactly. I did put it in the oven and it's stinky and it just doesn't do it. Even at a low heat. It was so gross. Clay and I were dying. We're like, oh, this is disgusting.
Funny.
Oh, it's so funny. That's great.
But I think if I looked it up and I think you have to have like a commercial dryer with lots of airflow past it and
Commercial dryer?
sorry.
You're getting a commercial dryer?
No, I'm not getting one, but I think I need to use one to make it work. The other option is I froze it like chunky frozen. I wonder if before it thaws out, I put it in like a mill or processor or something.
Maybe, yeah.
And then I also blended a bunch really smooth and then put it in ice cube trays, but I haven't done anything with it yet because it's sorry, I'm gonna stop recording.
Highlighting.
Try putting the HTTPS in the front so it knows it's a URL.
Thank you, Lori.
I have it ready to go, Mingwei. You want me to post it now? Are you gonna talk first about it though?
Yeah.
But okay.
One lesson I can use right away, the Keiki art project. Third grade class would really like the moon lesson. It's like we've got inspired engineering projects are being sparked up. And that you can lose the lessons with any age group is really important. You know, that's great. As a teacher, you can use the content and then level it up or level it down. Oh, yes. Moon calendar is so good. Great. Scaffolded lessons for middle schoolers. Great.
I have the next prompt ready.
How to get native and invasive species to grow well together. Awesome.
You ready? Oh, I clicked send.
Yep, we're ready.
So we just love to hear if you have ideas on how you would use the books with your students, and if you're considering perhaps this summer or some type of transition through the summer to the next grade level in the fall, maybe in the fall.
Thank you, Debbie. Maybe this is also a good time as they're thinking about that to drop the sign in. Oh, is it Laurie that was going to put the HTTP? And I'll share my screen. So we were hoping the website will be ready by today, but it's still not. However, it will be soon. So on the website, I think you heard some of us say you can download the PDFs of the books for free. And also the website will be where you go to download the family guides and the teacher guides. So in the meantime, please sign up now for the toolkits, because we would like to get the first round distributed. Those of you who indicate that you will use it for the summer, we would like to get those to you in time to use it for summer programming. So the FEAST Toolkit sign up, you know, your name, your school. The school and the school address is pretty important because that's where the bundles are going to get delivered. So please give us your correct address. The school zip code. Tell us how you heard about this project. Oh, wait. Deb, how do I do it where I can share?
Click on the little pencil icon on the bottom right corner. So you mean so you could see past all those questions?
Oh, thank you. Phew, I learn something new every day. Right, okay. Oh, my internet is going a little slowly. Thank you. And then which grade level book are you interested in?
Sorry, Ming, wait, can I jump in real quick for a question about that I got?
Yes, yes.
If a school is interested in sets of both, they should fill out the form twice?
Yeah, sorry, we couldn't figure out. Laurie and I just talked about this a few days ago, and we did notice that some people signed up twice, and we figured out, oh, it's the way we set up the form.
Yeah, just curious.
So
okay.
Sorry, I unless some of you are these Google Form geniuses who know how to do this. So, and then just a reminder, the toolkits will be bundled in sets of 25. Are you the Learning Garden teacher for your school? Really interested to know this, because the Learning Garden teachers may need for all the grades. So again, we advocate for our Learning Garden teachers. We have a whole section. If you're letting us know, you know, that's why if you're ordering like 500, we understand it's because you are going to meet all 500 fifth graders in your school, whatever. So this is for the 6-8 book. Again, we're going to bundle in sets of 25. Our logic behind the middle school teachers wanting more bundles is because if you're a science teacher, you probably teach many grades and many sections, as opposed to if you're an elementary school teacher, you would likely have your own self-contained classroom. That was our logic behind why you can see more bundles for middle school. And then when other kids need it, this is pretty important. So we're going to prioritize people who click summer 2021, get those out to you before school lets out so that you can use it for the summer. And then there's some follow-up information of who you can reach out to. Debbie's here. Yeah, Debbie, thank you so much. If you're in Guam, this, and then, yeah. Any questions? And then, oh, and then project evaluation. So those of you who are willing to participate in the project evaluation, please let us know. All right, stop sharing.
Ming, what did you mention the thing about siblings or shared kits?
Oh, Alana, Universe is providing. I think we are going to be able to find funding somehow that we don't have to share. I mean, that sounds terrible. Of course, we want sharing, but we had a situation where we thought we didn't have enough, but I think the different islands, Alana, I have found strategic ways to fill those in. So. Okay. Yes,
Question
thank you,
about
Debbie.
delivering. Yep. So they'll be dropped off at the school by hand.
And hopefully, yeah, someone will sign off for them because we do have to keep track. As you can imagine, this is federal funds. So the imagination is Debbie will show up at your school with all the bundles and she'll have a sheet and they'll say, I'll pick on you. I know Leanne's not at a school, so I'm going to pick on Leanne. Leanne Okamoto, 3rd grade, asked for 5 bundles, sign, or something like that. Yeah.
One thing I just realized, though, I wonder if we should have asked for specifics to that, but I guess we can sort that out. As far as when the main office is open, those kind of things. Lacey has a question about, can you sign up for the summer kits if you're not teaching over the summer? I think you're asking.
Yeah.
And give it
Yeah.
to students, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then maybe a follow-up question to that would be, let's say at my school, I have a teacher who's interested, but they haven't gone through this school garden talk story. Can I give them the URL, or can I have them like sign up, or could I get kits for them and then pass the kits to them? Like what's the protocol there? What are you guys hoping? I know you're hoping.
Great. You know, the last thing we want, you guys, is for this to sit on shelves and not get used, especially because there are going to be seeds in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we're all teachers in this room. We have like stuff, right, sitting on our shelf that we never touched after being given to us. So that's the last thing we want. And that's why, thank you to Debbie and Wendy, we're making this special effort to talk to all the teachers first who are interested. We are also presenting at the STEM conference that's coming up, and we're going to have a summer presentation series. So yes, Wendy, someone like you who's passing on to someone in your school, I trust you because I know that you will make sure that your colleague, it doesn't sit on his or her shelf, because that's really the last thing we want. And that's why this effort to connect with you teachers, and also for you to meet our amazing TAs on the amazing, they gave up Christmas break.
Yes.
They gave up Christmas break. And so this
Yeah. We worked very hard over the holidays. We got all these teachers to work over the holidays, and Mingwei and I then hurried to get these ready to be printed. You know, and the USDA has invested an incredibly large amount of money. This is $800,000 from the USDA invested in this project. So we really want to see these kits get in the hands of kids that are going to use them, so that they can, you know, learn more about, you know, how to protect their island and be sustainable and grow food. So, you know, that's the one worry about people who sign up, because it's free.
Yeah.
There is a lot of cost that went into it, even though we give it away. So we really want them to get used.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Wendy, for bringing that up. Thank you all.
Great.
We do a shout out to another teacher author. I know Ilana's here.
Oh yeah, Ilana. Shout out to Ilana. Ilana was part of the 6-8 team.
And then John, is he still on?
Kisuda, I didn't see him.
Mm.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
Well,
but thank you to Jamie, and Liana, and everybody who presented today. Yes, that was awesome. Lauren.
And Mingwei, how'd the compost one go? Good. It's her favorite thing.
Of course.
But we have a few more minutes. Feel free to, you know, unmute and ask a question.
This is Talk Story after all, you guys. We
Yeah.
really do love talking story.
I was going to ask, I think I might have missed if there's a deadline, because it seems like what I should do is speak with students and teachers and see who would be interested before I sign up for 20. And then, you know, like, I don't want any of them to go to waste. So I need to talk with people first and then sign up. So when is the deadline?
There isn't really a deadline. There's also going to be a second printing. So after we get this version 1 out, and that's why the project evaluation is pretty important. And if we want to get feedback, you know, as teachers and pedagogues, we would love to hear from you. Like, you know, you guys should have done whatever it is. This page looks weird. I don't know. Or then we will go through a slight revision and actually put out version 2 that will come out spring of 22. So we're hoping to get 15,000 out by fall 21. And then in spring 22, we'll get another 6,000 out. These numbers are massive. So so Lacey, thank you so much for being so conscientious, but we're good. I think you'll be able to get.
Yeah. Thanks.
Leandra had another comment.
Oh, I was just going to comment, but then I answered my question in my head for that. So that everyone would have access to the presentations for those who weren't able to jump into other presentation rooms. So I was just going to suggest that we all drop our presentations in the box, but I also think that the FEAST workbooks are going to be available online so anyone can access it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah,
that was my question or comment.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, Wendy and Deb and Laurie and Leandra, and Lauren might be on a different screen.
She's there.
And Jamie and of course Ilana. Thank you all for really supporting this project.
Yeah, this work is amazing, and it's such a rich resource. I'm really, really excited by it. There's so much to offer, and boy, our kids, I think Deb and I were talking when you all were in your groups about how these kids probably really need this right now. You know, we've lost a lot of
Go outside.
Go outside, have a little guided opportunities to direct your attention to specific phenomena. Yeah. So just such a good resource, and thank you so much for all of you for coming today and investing in this and investing in our keiki and our youth and promoting Hawaii and the Pacific Islands. It's our home. So.
And it sounds like we already have Stacy joining to create the pre-K to 2 version. And we have a few of you, I think, have mentioned you'd be willing to do the Olelo Hawaii version. So let's go. Let's keep going.
Nice. Bravo. Thank you
question
all.
about the webinar we did, or the Zoom we recorded while we were in the main session, although I missed a few minutes in the beginning of Ming Wei. The breakout rooms were not recorded. We could work on that next time.
But we can share the slide presentations, Deb, easily, and then
yeah, why don't we just plan to send that out, the slide presentations and the recording? That'd be great.
Okay, wonderful.
I did figure out how to record breakout rooms, but I forgot to get that together in time for you today.
Oh, I want to learn. Thank you.
Next time.
Yay.
Next time.
Great.
Thank
Well, we'd
you,
love
everyone.
to close if you guys could just drop one word in the chat, and then you guys are free to fly. Thank you so much for being here. Join us next time. We have a special session, right, Deb?